Hi, this is Robert from the Open Eye with another edition of Talk to the Rock. And I want to talk about something a little bit differently today, and that is experiencing the stones for yourself. And an example of this is I was just sitting here making a little card so that when you came in and looked at the rocks, you could have a reminder of what each particular stone does. And I got to Smoky Quartz, and the book says that little stones like these um, are good for grounding. In fact, it says that when you are somebody who aspires to open up your higher chakras, that sometimes you get a little spacey or you get a little heady or you kind of forget this sort of physical reality. You kind of daydream at your job, that sort of thing. So it is good to have smoky quartz around to bring you back into your body and the realm of the practical. And this all makes good sense, right? But I don't just read about the stones, I work to experience the stones. And one day I was here to shop. I had a rough piece of smoky quartz, and I didn't know much of anything about rocks at the time, but I just looked at it and asked, "What do you do?" And the response was, "I can change your dreams." I went, "What?" "I can change your dreams." And I think I've mentioned this before. At the time, I was having a lot of dreams about thugs. There was always a negative spirit hanging around. People that if you walked into a bar, you'd probably have one drink and you notice them and you'd leave. They weren't doing anything violent in my dreams. They were just hanging around. And I'm not talking, I had this dream frequently. I'm talking, I had dreams of thugs in every single dream I had. So I picked up the smoky quartz, I took it home, and intuitively I thought about my dreams and kind of shoved the thoughts of my dreams into the stone, and I sat the stone next to my bed. And lo and behold, that was the first night I did not dream of thugs. And after a while, I dreamt of thugs less and less, and then I put the stone away. Now, the problem did come back because I didn't focus on it hard enough, but my personal experience with smoky quartz is not in the book, and that's important. Nowhere in the book does it says use this to change your dreams or to break up patterns in your life, but it certainly worked that way for me. And this is a difference between exoteric and esoteric spiritual practices. Exoteric practices ask you to believe somebody else's spiritual experience. They ask you to believe that Moses went up on a mountain and returned back with the Ten Commandments. Okay, he may or may not have done that, but if you believe that, that particular belief is an example of exoteric religion. You are buying into somebody else's personal experience, as opposed to esoteric spiritual practices where you have your own. So I encourage you to have your own experiences with the stones or the herbs or the candles, whatever sort of practice you do. Don't talk yourself out of it. Experience these things for how they impact your life. And you are the only good judge of that. So this is Robert from the Open Eye. I hope you've enjoyed this edition of Talk to the Rock. And please come in and visit us soon. Have a great day.